So the new school year is around, and if you're a parent at this time, you know that preparing for school or for your kids to go back to school is more than about the book supplies that your kids need for school. You have to also make sure that they are healthy enough to return to school because since the pandemic, most schools are now very aware and have a low tolerance of any cough and cold symptoms or any fevers and stuff as a means to kind of reduce the spread of disease, seeing that COVID is still very much around. We here in Georgia, this is our third week of back to school, and in clinic, we are seeing a lot of kids being sent home for school because of fevers or cold symptoms and stuff. Again, just to make sure that they're evaluated, there's no risk of COVID or they're not spreading COVID, right? So today I want to give you two things you can do to kind of help your kid boost their immune system so that when they go back into that classroom, they're not going to fall sick at any encounter with any encounter of any infection. So what are the things you can do to help boost your kids' immune system? The number one is the food. I think I've talked about the food. I talk about it every single time because the food, our bodies need food as building blocks for everything, including those immune cells that we need to be able to fight disease. Unfortunately for us, with the food choices that are available for kids these days, it's packed with sugar and flour. When you think about any breakfast options available for kids, sugar and flour, cereal, sugar and flour, pancakes, sugar and flour, waffles, sugar and flour, and then we add some syrup on top of it, those sugar and flour. The reason why this is really not a good option for our kids is because sugar and flour increases inflammation, increases risk of diabetes, increases risk of depression, anxiety. It suppresses the immune system. So it's like we put all the sugar in there, and then, oh, one more thing, it makes them super hyper and attentive once they get into that classroom. They're not calling you to come pick up your kid to take them to be seen because they're sick. They're calling you to come pick up your kid because they're interrupting class. So you want to make sure that you're setting your kids up for success as they start out the school year. You want them to start out on the good footings. So what can you do then to help boost that immune system? We can start adding options that are high in protein, high in fiber, high in the very good carbs to their diets that will help their gut flora, and it's going to help give them the energy they need to be able to stay focused and full of energy to be able to concentrate on what the teachers are doing. So with every breakfast option, you may even make it fruits. Make sure we're adding fruits. You can do unsweetened yogurts, and on top of that, you can even do a piece of salmon from the night before. So as long as we're having something with fruits, some kind of vegetables in there, hard-boiled eggs, you can have nuts and seeds. Those will have good high healthy fats that are good for the brain too. But make it simple and easy and start out with the process of replacing, where even if you want to buy a yogurt, instead of having that the ones that have added fruits in there, you can do unsweetened yogurt and just throw up strawberries in there, and voila, you can add nuts and seeds on top of that same yogurt, and voila, you have a good breakfast that has some kind of culture in there. It has the blueberries, especially, I love because it has antioxidants in there. You have strawberries, those are healthy options in there. You can add nuts and seeds that have the healthy fats in there, or you can do an omelet and add all the vegetables in there with organic, fresh organic eggs as well. So there are things that you can do quick and easy, because a lot of times we think we're saving time with quick and easy breakfast options like the waffles and pancakes and stuff. Those are easy. But then again, over time, quick and easy is going to get you out of work every week to come pick up your kid. So over time, you're losing time from work. You're spending time on the road. So you're spending time going back and forth to the hospital, wait times in there. So sometimes when we think about overall, quick and easy may not really be working for us. So planning is what's best. So starting out with a routine that is easy, simple, practical, right? So whether it's starting with uncultured or unsweetened yogurt and adding fruits in it and nuts in it, that's quick and easy. But then we know we're not giving our kids the flour and the sugar that we know is going to get them in trouble once they get to school. The second thing is sleep. Sleep is very important. I have seen a lot of kids who will jump off the walls, especially when I start seeing them during their nap time. When it's nap time, you know, because this kid is bouncing off the walls, they're very irritable because it's that time for them to go to sleep. Or when you see them coming to clinic, if the night before they've not gotten enough sleep, you can tell the difference. So imagine me in clinic seeing them every now and then. Imagine the teacher in class seeing a kid who has no sleep, and you're trying to get them to sit there and concentrate on something that they probably have no interest in, and they're going to fall asleep in class. Or if they can't fall asleep in class, they'll try to disrupt the classroom to get out of they'll try to disrupt the classroom to kind of, you know, get themselves woken up and stuff like that. So sleep is super important for their ability to be able to focus and concentrate. But also sleep is when your body's immune system does its work. That's when your body does all the cleaning, the cleansings, the clearance. Your body needs that rest to kind of heal itself from the previous days toxicity and trauma or whatever ever happened during the previous day. So with most kids, they will need anywhere from 10 hours of sleep, or anywhere from 8 hours to 10 hours of sleep, just depending on the child's age. So starting out with a new sleep routine where depending on your schedule and your family schedule, try to make things consistent and the same, because most kids love consistency. They don't like it when today is this thing, the next day is something else. So it's hard for them to get their bodies or wind their bodies down to be able to go to sleep. So when there's lack of consistency in the routine, it is hard to get your kids to sleep when they're supposed to sleep. So having some kind of consistent nighttime routine, whether it's come back home, you can do your screen time after you get back home and do whatever, but at a certain time everything is off. You do shower, you do reading or whatever it is. But once you get to the point where no matter what, at that certain time everything is shut off, and it may take a while for everyone to adjust to the schedule. But like with anything in life, it takes work if you want something good out of it. But with consistency, things get easier, everybody falls into place, and they're getting more rest, and you have less time off work. The immune system is functioning well, and everything gets better. So hopefully this was helpful. I am Dr. Lum. Thank you for joining me today. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.